I was contacted by Epomaker. They decided to send me over 3 more of their new keyboard models. I've been doing a lot of Epomaker reviews. I use Epomaker anyways. There's one right there. So when they asked me if I wanted to review 3 of their very premium products here, these are very, very premium, I said obviously yes. So we have a small one, a medium, and a large. But I'm only going to do one in each video because otherwise it would be super, super long. So if you're interested for checking out some of their other ones, the P75, the Galaxy 70, come back for more videos because this one here is about the Epomaker TH40. It's just a tiny little guy. It's almost like this channel is turning into a keyboard channel. And does that upset me? Not whatsoever. In terms of the specs, we'll just go over here. You can see it's gasket mounted. I'm finding that on the Epomakers these days are really nice. Split space bars. So in theory, you're going to have 2 options there, left, right hand. South-facing LEDs, so towards the person rather than shining upwards. Multiple connections there. Type-C, Bluetooth 2.4 gigahertz, very good. VIA programmable, if you want to use that. And then a 9-key rollover, I guess that's going to be, which is nice. So if you go, you're not going to only register a certain number of keys. So we do get a keycap puller, key switch puller, again, hot swap. We have our switches here. We have the wired here, which you can charge it with, or you can use wired connection. We have our dongle here, which 2.4 gigahertz. I often use 2.4 gigahertz. And then we have the switches here. So this is the switch that comes with this. There are multiple options you can get here. This switch here, you get 3 bonus ones, which is nice. It's a linear switch. I think I've used this one before on one of the Epomakers. I like the Epomaker stuff, to be honest. Their own switches are quite nice. It's very good. Look at this tiny little thing. It's so cute. It's just so darn cute. This is that nice gray one with this kind of creamy colored yellow. It's actually very aesthetic. Let's bring some better lighting here. Let's bring that in so you can get a good look at it there. It's a cute little thing, very small, obviously. Right, not going to be a big keyboard by any means. I am going to bring in another Epomaker. This is my one that I've had forever. I don't remember if I made a video on it, just so you can see a size difference. Okay, so that's just the size difference there. Just another Epomaker. I use this one wired because I use it with machines that I'm just testing. You can see just how much smaller that is. Right, you're not going to get dedicated numpad functions or anything like that up top. But it's very cute. Very, very cute. Nice streamlined little typing board, basically. If you're just typing up essays, you don't need access to functions. You know, you're not pounding through Windows, doing all kinds of power user stuff. You just want to type. This is probably the way to go. You get a little strap with you because I guess it's so cute you're going to want to take it with you. Very nice. On the back there we get multiple heights. So we get one, which is the base here, and then we get a second one. Raise it up with the feet there. Nice little design there. It has a natural wedge shape, so even on its default, it's probably pretty good, to be honest. And then we have our USB-C for connecting and charging. 2.4 gigahertz. That's USB-C. If wired, it's also kind of off. It won't use the battery unless it's plugged in. And then Bluetooth. You can go through all 3 of them there. Very nice. Let's pull off a keycap because they look really cool. Have a look at them. The printing looks quite nice. They're kind of a lower profile keycap. You can see that there. Not a full height keycap. Very nice premium material. The actual printing job is very nice on that. You can see that there. Letters look good, and the actual material is quite nice. And then you can see it's a thicker material, thicker keycap, so it looks nice. That's the switch in there. Obviously, you can switch that. They're a standard 3-prong. Let's bring in one of these yellow ones because these actually look really nice, actually. I really, really like this yellow color. These are like a super dark charcoal color, I would say, not black, which is nice. I wouldn't like them as much if they were black, especially on this kind of, I don't know what color this is, but it's really nice. See that there? Really nice, creamy, almost like a sandstone. If like an actual physical sandstone. If you've ever seen a sandstone in real life, it's like that, a little bit more yellow, but very similar to that. That looks really nice there. That's really, really nice looking keyboard, right? Very, very nice. So you get all your, your typical stuff if you're just doing typing. If you're just doing typing tasks, writing up an essay, obviously you're going to get your tab there, which you're going to want to use. Probably don't need escape necessarily. Caps lock, shift, control, Windows, Alt. These are all standard ones. Function, because you can still do functiony stuff. It's just not so apparent. You have app. I'm not sure what that does, actually. I guess we'll have to see. That might be more for like Linux or Mac or something. I'm not sure what that does. You have all these options here. Nice little typing there. So Okay, so we're going to switch over to 2.4 gigahertz there. It's immediately working. We have the RGB on, which we can use in a moment. I am really not used to a keyboard of this size being so much. I'm not exactly used to the feeling of not having a row above. It's almost like my hands are like, wait, there's nothing up there, so I must be at the number row. I think if I typed on this for 2 minutes, I'd get the hang of it. It's very nice to type on though. It actually feels very, very nice. Super smooth switch there. It's a linear switch. It's very smooth, and the actual sound of the keyboard, because it's so compact, it has a really nice acoustic to it. Let me bring the mic down closer so you can get a nice, much more concentrated sound here. Yeah, so I couldn't see what I was typing there at all. It was completely blocked off, but it's an extremely nice typing experience. I mean, this is like a really typing keyboard. I mean, keyboards are keyboards, right? Obviously they're for typing, but they're for other things, interfacing with Windows and Mac or whatever. This one is very typing focused, but it's very nice. It's very little, and it feels really nice to type on. Really no flex. Like you have to give it a lot to make it flex because it's small. There's no flex that way whatsoever. No flex that way whatsoever. If you really give it, you could bend it, but it's not bendy at any means. That's the RGB there. It's in a rainbow kind of waving pattern. Not too offensive or egregious. And if you see like from there, the RGB is not facing that direction. It's facing towards me. So it's brighter towards the person, right? From the top, you can still see it, but it's not actually shining downwards. Very good. So you'd have to kind of learn or get the hang of this, because you can see here, you can still do everything, right? Function tab gives you escape. So you basically just use this little center button, and it's in the spot where the escape would be. So that's pretty logical. Get over here. So I'm assuming that's going to be like function 1. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So they're very logical, right? The difference is they've just taken, the number row and they've integrated it into the letter rows. But the function is here, so it's very easy once you get the hang of it. It would only take you, honestly, a few minutes, because the keyboard itself is very natural to type on. It would probably take me, I don't know, using it for a few hours or something to really, really, really get the hang of, I don't have numbers up here, but I just go like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, whatever, like that. Like it's pretty straightforward. Right, down, up. It's pretty straightforward. Like that's where they would normally be. It's like where they would be, like your brain would be like, oh, like normally, they're over here, but they're just here now. The numbers are here, 1 through 0. Rather than being up 1, they're right there. So it's pretty straightforward. The tab key is now an escape key, where the escape would normally be up there. So it is actually pretty intuitive. I wouldn't find that weird, because they're not in strange places, which is interesting. A quicker kind of fading thing, different type of rainbow. All color, but a rotating color. This is probably more what I would do. Very good. Fade in, fade out type thing. That's just multi-zone type thing. This is one where you type and it does stuff fast. That's, I guess, the max there, right? So that's down. Function C makes it go faster. Very fast. Function B is hue. So you can change the colors. I want to go back and see if I can find static. So that's just static, I suppose. Function B, that's a nice purple. So you're not losing anything. It would take you, it depends on the person. For me, it would just take me, honestly, not that long to get used to it, because they're just here, right? Like it's fine. Probably not the best keyboard if you're crunching Excel spreadsheets 24/7. You could probably then just get like a numpad, like a dedicated one. Like this is an Epomaker dedicated numpad. I don't know if they make these anymore, but I use this thing all the time. It just depends if I have a keyboard that has a numpad or not. Right now I am using one with a numpad, so I don't need it. And then when I dabble with ones that do not have a numpad, I bring it out, so that's different. But as a pure typing keyboard, this is really nice. You know, you need something very like streamlined. You don't have a big desk, nice and clean. You could use this if you're taking it with you, for example, to a coffee shop or to a class. You could, like, this is not big. You could easily take this with you, and you get a full mechanical typing keyboard typing experience, and it's much smaller than a 10 keyless. The 10 keyless would be a significantly larger experience even at that. So I mean, it's quite slim. So that's the keyboard there. If you're looking for something that I would say is a pure typing experience, this one's actually pretty cool, to be honest. It's very, very premium. The actual typing experience is very, very premium on it. It feels nice. The switch is nice. You can customize, you know, the switch and the design as you want. But if you don't want to have a gigantic keyboard, this is even sub 10 keyless. Like an actual 10 keyless can still be quite a bit bigger. You're really shrinking this down. This is for people who you're just writing essays all day. Keep your eyes out for my next video. I have the other Epomaker ones coming. This one here, super cool though. It's just a unique thing. If you're looking for something like this, I think it's a fascinating product.